man, cats are out of this world.
Bro was squeezing under there like he was on a mission. Like, what were they keeping from him on the other side of that door?
You know, octopuses do that.
Octopi. What is this octopus's nonsense? The plural is octopi. It's like cacti and cactus.
But it was a cat.
Yeah, I know. It's like a cactus.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back.
Today we're going to be checking out the strangest and most mysterious videos on the entire internet. But before we do that, let's go ahead and like this video so we can run numbers up in the algorithm. Subscribe to Dolphin Dreamhouse, and let's get right to it.
Wah, pelatih galak dah tuh tarang nang Astaga.
Who left their post-it note out in the ocean?
Yeah, somebody's to-do list is just floating above the Indian Ocean right now. How are they ever going to remember what their plans were for the day?
After my dad passed away, I found this crazy book in his things, and I've never seen it before. My dad always told me that humans were descended from aliens, and he believed it. And his grandparents were from Mount Shasta. So this book is called Mount Shasta, Home of the Ancients. And it was put together in the mid-'80s. What makes it so interesting to me is that this isn't just one author, it's a collection of different writings, some going back to the late 1800s up to 1984, which for this publication would be considered present times. And they're from UFO magazines or smaller publications most people have never even heard of. But there's even a piece in there from Tom Robbins. 70s and 80s babies probably know who that is. So this is all focused on Mount Shasta, and each section is its own submission. There's different people, different perspectives, but they're all exploring the history and mythology of the mountain. It seems to focus on an ancient civilization of people called Lemurians that may have created underground civilizations along with Atlanteans when their continent sunk into the ocean. And with everything that is going on these days with ancient civilizations, aliens, interdimensional beings, consciousness, I'm very curious to dive into this little bit of history to see if it connects. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through this one section at a time and discuss each submission as I go. We'll look at what each person is claiming, where it came from, and maybe how it fits into the bigger picture. If you want to go through it with me, follow along.
Dude, Mount Shasta is weird. I hear that there's giants that live up underneath there.
And I wouldn't be surprised. Those mountains are crazy.
And Mount Shasta specifically, when you're driving up I-5 and the mountains kind of open up and you just see this beautiful snow-capped mountain in the middle of like summer, it's definitely a special place, and I would not be shocked at the slightest if there were some kind of creatures living underneath there.
There are going to be 1,000 videos out today about this sun. This is the angle from South Florida. That's where I'm at. The sun is bright red, like a red-pink dot in the sky. Look at that. That is crazy. Look, people are stopping to talk about it. I have never seen the sun that red, that pink. That is crazy.
Man, last summer we saw the sun look like that on several occasions.
But honestly, that makes me miss those old red hard candies I'd get out of my grandma's purse back whenever I was a kid. That's exactly what that looks like to me. Man, those were the days.
Take this chip if you're from the government. No?
Nah, that's exactly what a government pigeon would do. I saw that, bro. You almost slipped up. We got him, fam.
Bro was definitely a government agent. Are you kidding me?
He definitely was. That was a robot.
That's exactly what a government agent would say.
May 25th is turning out to be an exciting day. I'm taking you now to the Oregon coast. Something washed ashore there, and it was actually captured by multiple witnesses. And it looks like it's the tail of something, but they have no idea what it is. Some are saying maybe it's some sort of whale or squid, but if it's a squid, there's no tentacles. It literally looks like the tail of something. Take a look at this footage. Comment below. Tell us what you think.
don't know what that could be.
It's huge. Did you see it in comparison to the guy? The guy was like that big, and the tail was like this long. Who knows what the heck that was?
Is Ancestry.com and 23andMe allegedly being used by our own CIA to find alien bloodlines? And why do I say that? Because according to many news outlets, a whistleblower claims that the CIA used DNA data from both Ancestry and 23andMe customers in search of aliens. You heard what I said. Have a listen to this candid interview.
Listen to this. Green at the CIA has some program to access the 23andMe and like whatever Ancestry.com databases through some backdoor, and that they are screening the entire, whoever signs up for these services, for a specific genetic variance from the normal Homo sapiens population.
You heard what he just said. So the question is, why are they coming out with all this information now? Does it have anything to do with the UFO file dropped from the US government? And if you recall a couple of years back, all of the CEOs from these companies all resigned. And if you recall, there was over 700 million customers that had their information breached. I'll repeat, over 7 million people had their DNA information breached. And if you don't know anything about these companies, their primary function was for you to submit your DNA, for them to test it and trace your roots back to where you came from or originated. And now the CIA is allegedly being accused that they're using it for something much more different. So to put this into more of a perspective, you trust these companies by mailing in your spit is what you used for your DNA. They're to test it. And now you're finding out that many people had their information stolen a couple of years back, to fast forwarding today and reading headlines like this. Let it make sense. Why is this all coming out now? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
I knew there was something up with 23andMe.
Yeah, I never did it, honestly. I thought that was a terrible idea. Like, I'm cool with just assuming that I'm some sort of American mutt. Just a blend of a bunch of different cultures who arrived here in America, and just not worry about it. And now it turns out that my lack of interest in my own ancestry turned out to really be a good thing, and I actually really benefited from it. But I don't know, did you guys check the 23andMe test? If you did, let us know down in the comments whether you're an alien or not.
Hello, come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Where your babies at? In the fire. See, y'all want me to touch them? I ain't gonna touch them. See, I can get close to them.
Look at Sherman's sister.
That was Shermina.
She loves chips just like Sherman.
She's a Cheeto queen.
Cheetalicious. But that's it for the video, you guys.
Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with us, y'all. Remember to like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to Dolphin Dreamhouse so you don't miss out on any of the action. We love you. We'll catch you on the next one. Later.